Is fasting good or bad? Is losing weight by fasting good or bad? A must-know simple lesson on fasting today. Most of the research into fasting was done during World War II. It is still done during the rescue operation after a famine. When the medical team reaches the food, the doctors do the research. Or when the workers get trapped in the mines at the time of rescue, when everyone is looking at the television, hundreds of researches are done by the doctors. The most common reason people choose to fast these days is to lose weight. Is there any side effect of fasting? That's at the end. To fully understand, you need to grasp the concept of fasting first. What is fasting? People from different culture, countries and religion understand definition of fasting differently. After a normal meal, the body continues to digest the food for 6 to 8 hours. Then, if we do not eat, the body goes into fasting mode. Fasting is when we don't give the body any energy. Some indulge in extreme fasting. They don't even drink water. That's different. Avoiding water for extended period is detrimental to health though. Intermittent fasting, a term that we hear a lot nowadays. Here, one follows a specific eating schedule and fasts the rest of the day. Many people resort to this method for losing weight. Meal timing and fasting durations differ across various diet therapies. Another most modern doctrine says the fasting is not really a fasting. It is just calorie restriction or low calorie intake over a long period of time, a modern approach to fasting. We'll discuss this later since it is vital and transformative. Sometimes we hear alternate fasting. The pattern consists of eating one day, skipping the next day, taking food the day after, and so on. An unfamiliar name of fasting is called time-restricted fasting, rather an old concept. Our eating pattern in this involves a scheduled period of feasting followed by prolonged period of fasting. Fasting for pujas and keeping roza are one of these types. It is important to grasp the various aspects of fasting. Depending on the time and type of food we consume, fasting may have some effect on body weight. To understand how fasting works in the body, you must first grasp how the human body manages energy. Significant changes occur during fasting. Number 1. How body handles food as fuel. Now, a little science. A car runs either on diesel or petrol or electric. The body is way more clever. It can switch between two fuels, glucose and ketone bodies. Amazing science. Stomach, that is the digestive system, and the liver store their energy and make fuel from 3 dietary sources: carbohydrate, fat and proteins. You must know the 2 vital parts in the body, those are strikingly different. A red blood cell and the brain can take their energy from glucose only. So protein and fat are unsuitable to give them energy directly. Even during fasting, we must arrange some glucose so that the brain and blood can continue to work well. No need to eat sugar though. Body is super efficient in making sugar from almost any carb food. B. Human body is naturally designed to enter daily state of fasting. It happens when you sleep at night. When we wake up, our bodies are fueled by a specific combination of carbohydrate and fat. Liver enzymes are the key to this energy supply. Liver stores the glucose from previous meal as glycogen through a unique metabolism. Even if you do not eat overnight, the liver breaks down this glycogen into glucose drop by drop and runs essential body works throughout the night and early part of the morning. Enough glycogen is stored which can run our body for almost 24 hours. As the amount of glucose in the liver dwindles, a group of chemicals called ketone bodies is released from the liver. Ketone is an emergency fuel. Our brains can function on ketones, but unwillingly. The biggest consumers of these ketones are muscles. Our muscles must remain alert in the case we need to run away from danger. When fasting for extended periods, the body's glucose level decreases, prompting the liver to produce ketone bodies from the stored fat. So fasting for long periods starts to break fat into ketone bodies. So if you keep on drinking sugary tea every morning, you will not enter into this ketone generation cycle. Fat will stay intact and we will become overweight. Anyway, when a large amount of ketones mix in the blood, it has a name called ketosis. Sometimes ketosis can be induced artificially in the body, even without fasting. If we keep on taking no carb or very low carb diet over a long period of time, that's Atkins diet. It was invented in 1970s, ridiculed, then flourished, then enthusiasm bubble popped. Indeed, running a daily routine on a truly zero carb diet can be quite problematic. Sugar-free life is possible and welcome, but carb-free life is nearly impossible. Many people who promote fasting tell if you fast, you will definitely lose weight. Yes, it will decrease. One point definitely exists in their argument is that after fasting, people can never catch up eating all the skipped meals. The weight loss is a result of consuming fewer calories overall rather than fasting itself. If you continue to binge after fasting, you will gain weight again. The benefits of fasting will disappear forever. So, fasting is just one of the many ways that can help you lose weight. So, if you want to lose weight by eating a low-calorie diet without fasting, it will still work and perfectly possible. Let's clear the air and understand a simple concept now. If our body consumes fewer calories than amount of energy we can burn in a day, we will slowly lose weight. On the contrary, if the calorie consumption is less, the number of the calories that we burn, then our weight will increase slowly. Number 3, in this context, you need to know a term called metabolism. Simply put, metabolism is the process by which our body burns calories. Among them, a special metabolic process takes place when we are at rest. If we stay idle all day without going on holidays or working, our body still burns a significant amount of calorie. Its name is static or resting metabolism. These calories are used to help heart going, to provide best level energy for the body, immunity, blood supply, digestion and various other body functions. When we sit or stand, our body muscles has to work in different ways to keep us stable in one place. Muscles require a constant supply of energy throughout the day. Moving and running increases this metabolism further and burns more calories than resting position. As surprising as it may sound, this metabolism increases after every meal. Digesting food also requires a lot of energy. Needless to say, such increased energy expenditure is stopped during fasting. D. We are born with different rates of metabolism. Some have a very high rate of metabolism and some people have a lower rate of metabolism. On top of that, people with thyroid problems or hypothyroidism and PCOS have a very slow energy consumption in their metabolism. Metabolism in women is slower than men's. The rate of metabolism also slows down with age. Especially, the biggest change happens after the age of 40, when this metabolism slows down so that it becomes laborious to spend extra energy from our body. Unspent energy gets stored and the weight continues to increase. Usually at this time, everyone tells us that they cannot lose weight even after trying so hard. Although, if you are patient and pay enough attention to your diet, you will start losing weight slowly after a few months, even if it is too late. Sometimes there can be a couple of years between trying and start losing weight. But unfortunately, most people give up before the sweet point comes and never lose weight. Fasting is not without side effects. Frequent fasting can cause slight decrease in body fat by burning fat into ketone bodies, but at the same time, the muscle bulk of the body decreases too. Also, when you fast for a long time, our body assumes that we must be starving. This is an emergency for the body. Various hormones now start to chatter. The body tries hard to store more energy in the body so that we do not starve to death. The signs reflect the evolution of our caveman life. Repeated fasting for a long period of time can cause dangerous fluctuations in the amount of sex hormones like testosterone or estrogen in our body. It is advisable to consult a doctor before engaging in regular fasting, especially for those who take diabetes or heart medications. It is mandatory to consult a doctor before fasting in those circumstances. Also, the fiber is the food that feeds the famous friendly colon bacteria of our stomach. If we do not eat for a long time, we take less fiber too. The bacteria in our colon starve and become unhappy. This bacteria acts as a body's immunity and anti-cancer forces. Their function can also be disrupted. Finally, there are no special benefits attributed to fasting alone. However, fasting rumors attracts us as it promises a lucrative shortcut to a success. Even I hear rumors that they tell if the cancer patients do not eat, the cancer cells will die. There is no scientific evidence for this. Long-term research on intermittent fasting for weight loss is ongoing and science is uncertain about its effectiveness till date. The sole advantage of fasting is reduced calorie consumption. So, which team are you in? Do you wish to lose weight without fasting just by eating regular low-calorie balanced diet and exercise combo with all the health benefits? Or do you wish to surprise everyone by suddenly losing weight by intermittent fasting? Tell me in the comment. Links to our blog posts and YouTube videos on calorie burning strategies are in the description box below. Just remember, crash dieting can cause serious harm. Long-term changes in low-calorie dietary preferences along with the forming good habits such as exercises are sustainable and helpful. That's all today.